Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the bridge connecting the aspirants. Since this is our first video, let me brief you a little bit about us. The bridge is a free initiative to help UPSC aspirants by giving them proper guidance and information. So, thereby, we wanted to bridge the information gap that is there, particularly with the rural people, rural aspirants who want to become a civil servant. So, in this series of videos, I wanted to answer the biggest question faced by each and every UPSC aspirant. The question is, from where do we have to prepare for UPSC? That is, what are the sources pertaining to the syllabus of UPSC? So for this, I'm going to provide you with different sources for different subjects. In this particular subject, in this particular video, I am going to focus on geography, general studies subject. So let us enter into the actual content of the video. So here we wanted to discuss the sources for UPSC geography general studies subject. So here each and every source, so we are going to divide it into two types, that is one is authentic sources and non-authentic sources. Authentic by the meaning, right? So the sources which are 100% correct, right? 100% true, that you can blindly trust whatever the information provided by these sources. So such sources are, they are the publications from the government of India. So the biggest one is NCERT books. So NCERT books. Apart from NCERT, we will be referring to certain other books as well. For example, ICSE books or IGNOU material, so and so. Right? These are all 100% authentic. Whatever the information provided by them is correct. So you can blindly trust the sources. And other things are the government sources, the reports or ministry websites, certain compilations done by the government. So all of them, they come under the authentic sources for UPSC preparation. Now non-authentic sources, these are certain standard books, right, written by some researchers and well-known authors, right? They have done lot of research and they have produced them. These books we will be referring to for each and every subject. Then some of the commercial sources which are available in the market of UPSC, right? Some compilations, some photos, photocopy material, some coaching institution materials, right? There are certain very good coaching centers which are providing good content for civil services preparation. Those material. So if necessary, we'll go with these both authentic and non-authentic sources, right? So that's it. Let us enter into the actual content, that is the sources, both authentic and non-authentic sources. So first and foremost, we'll be going with the NCERT. The biggest source for each and every UPSC aspirant is NCERT books. Here all of you might have heard that we have to cover NCERTs from 6th standard to 12th standard. But however, each and every book is not necessary. So we can know with good logic we can eliminate certain books, because there is the ocean of information available in these books, and we have to strategically prepare. So what is necessary and what is not necessary, that is what we exactly going to discuss in this video, right? So first and foremost, let us go with the first book, that is the 6th standard book for geography. The name of the book is The Earth, Our Habitat. This book is useful for two subjects. One is geography and another one is environment. So the book deals with the initial chapters of the book. It deals with the Earth, solar system, and the planets and all. Next, the latitude and longitude, how they have been taken as a reference lines, what is their functions, and some of the major landforms. So these are all the first section of the book, and the last chapter of the book particularly deals with environmental aspect, which is related to climate, vegetation, the flora and fauna, that is wildlife, etc. So by studying this book, आप दो subjects cover कर सकते हैं. One is geography, another one is environment. Again, in the environment video, I will be referring to this book. So this book is clear, I guess. Let us go to the second book, which is class 7th book. The title of the book is Our Environment. As the name suggests, the book more focuses on the environment. However, the chapter 2 and 3 of this book, so the name of the chapters are Inside Earth and Changing Earth. Changing Earth. These two chapters are particularly dealing with geography. Rest of the chapters, they deal with the environment. So it contains certain information about the resources such as water, air, wildlife, natural vegetation, and the life in different environments. That is how adaptations have been taken in different environments and what is their lifestyle, right? It may be people, or it may be animal, or it may be the plants. So all of this has been discussed in the class 7th book. Now let us go to next one, which is class 8th book. So class 8th book is named by resources and development, right? So as the name itself suggests, it is going to focus on the resources. So it is going to discuss about resource kya hota hai, and what are the different resources that are there, like the natural resources, for example water, air, land, soil, etc., and the wildlife and industries, right? Industries are also, they are the result of the resources and they are the part of the development aspect, right? So and the minerals, so when the minerals we extract and we do processing, so they give rise to industries. Minerals and industries and agriculture, etc., are discussed in this book. So 8th class book deals with the resources and development. It is part of your human geography and physical geography as well. So here we will be discussing about resources. Now let us enter into next book, which is class 9th book. The name of the book is Contemporary India Part 1. So it suggests that there is another part, upcoming part. In the 10th class, there is Contemporary India Part 2. In Part 1 of Contemporary India, it focuses on mainly Indian geography, right? Indian geography, the Indian terrain, its location, the size of Indian landmass, the population of India, and the drainage of India, different landforms of India, for example, the Himalayas, Deccan Peninsula, Eastern Ghats, Western Ghats, Thar Desert, islands, etc. have been discussed here. So apart from that, wildlife and population are also discussed at the end of this book. So ninth class book completely deals with Indian geography, different aspects of Indian geography. Now 10th class. The name of the 10th class book is Contemporary India Part 2. So it is a continuation for the part 1 which we have discussed in the ninth class. The contents of the book include the natural and human. So here the classification has been done on the resources as natural resources and human resources, what constitute a resource, how a resource is converted into a good, and the forest, wildlife, water, agriculture, and the materials, and particularly energy. See, the resources related to energy and energy conversion, all of them are discussed here, along with the lifelines of Indian economy. So what are the important factors for development of Indian economy? These are also discussed in this book. These are the contents of 10th class book. Now let us go to the 11th class book. So this is the most important book, right? Whatever that you have studied in the lower classes related to the physical geography. See, the name of the book is Fundamentals of Physical Geography. Fundamentals of Physical Geography. This book contains the physical geographical information and the concepts. So this is the most important and basic book to in order to clarify all related to geography subject. So it has information and concepts related to earth, the study of the earth. See, geography, geo plus ography. So it has two words. Geo means related to earth, ography means study of. So it's a study of earth. So the initial sections of the book, it covers about the study of, elaborate study of earth, whereby we'll be looking at different landforms of the earth, like mountains, river valleys, then types of mountains in the mountain section, drainage basins, peninsulas, deserts, all of them will be discussed here. Apart from that, it also deals with oceanology, that is study of oceans, oceanography, and different aspects which are related with the ocean, oceanic currents, coral reefs, salinity, temperature anomaly, all of them are discussed here. Then at the final end we'll be discussing about the climate in these chapters. So here climatology, the study of climate, is also been included in this book. Here the classification of the climates and different lifestyles in different climates have been discussed in this book. At the end, the chapters deals with the life, that is biodiversity, biosphere. All these chapters related to biodiversity are being discussed in the end of this book. So please go through this book from page to page. This is very important book, right? Next, so I hope this is clear. Next, let us move to class 12th. Class 12th is all related to human geography. Like in class 11th, we have been discussing about the physical geography, the fundamentals of physical geography. Class 12th deals with the fundamentals of human geography. In this human geography, we will be studying about the population dynamics, the composition of the population, the demographic transitions, and the development, the factors affecting the development, and sectors of economy, because it deals with the human geography and the sectors in which humans are engaged, like primary sector which is related to agriculture, secondary sector which is related to manufacturing and industry, tertiary sector, and quaternary sector. All of them have been discussed here. Next, at the end, different services such as transport, communication are also being emphasized on this book. So this is the content of 12th class book. So with this, all the NCERTs have been duly discussed. And see, quick revision from class 6, you can understand the Earth, solar system, latitude, longitudes, and certain landforms, along with the climate and environment. So it is useful for both geography and environment. Class 7th, it has more focus on the environment, but some chapters also deals with the geography. So 2 and 3 are related to geography. Rest of the chapters, they deal with the environment, which are also important for us, prelims and as well as mains. Next, the 7th class book, which is resources and development. So you can link 7th class book with the 12th class book, right? Here also secondary sector, the primary sector, all of them, they can be linked. The same is true with the contemporary India 2. Here we have been discussed about the Indian economic development and all, life and all, energy, resources and all. This can be linked here. So now class 9th is purely Indian geography. It helps you completely to understand the Indian geography, Indian features and location, and different landforms in India. And 11th class is like, so a very holy book for geography, because it deals with all the concepts of geography. So it covers the geomorphology, that is the study of earth uh, changes that happens in the earth and on the surface of the earth, then oceanography and climatology, as well as biosphere. All of them have been discussed in this. So with this, I guess the contents are clear. These are the basic books, minimum, bare minimum you have to go through, right? So all these NCERTs are necessary. If you are a fresher and if your concepts are not clear, please go from page to page each and every book. See, since from 6th class to 10th class, it won't be a difficult task for you, because they are the lower standard books and the concepts are little bit easy to understand. So 11th class and 12th class, they are little bit of higher standard, so take more time and take the guide of mentors or experts to understand whatever that you are not able to understand. So this is all about NCERT books. Now let us go to some of the other sources, other credible sources which we have to follow for preparation of geography. And these include, first and foremost, the standard book Certificate Physical and Human Geography by G.C. Leon, a well-known book. It is easily available in the market, and if it is not, if those people who are not able to access it, so if there is a e-copy available, I'll share the link. Please download from the video description, right? So this book is a well written book and well articulated in the manner that everything has been classified so beautifully. So whatever we have discussed in the 11th NCERT related to physical geography, they have been discussed elaborately here chapter wise. So there is a great deal of emphasis on given on landforms, different landforms ranging from mountains, rivers, plateaus and deserts to karst landforms as well. So all of them have been discussed here. Then the second section also deals with the oceanography and different parameters related to oceans. They have been discussed here. And in the third section, it also deals with the climate. Here, the classification of the climate is very beautifully written in this book. So classification is really great. You can go with the classification, and after classification, each zone, each climate zone has been greatly discussed, like its characteristics. For example, the tropical zone, so its characteristic has been discussed, its spread has been discussed, its the people, lifestyle of the people in that region has been discussed, right? So economic development in this region has been discussed. So all all the classified climates have been discussed in this manner. So this is a very good book. So it can supplement whatever you are understanding and conceptual clarity that you have got from the NCERT books. So apart from the NCERT books, this says must. So this also added to very important source. NCERTs, NCERTs and JC Leon. These two are more than enough. NCERTs also I have given you, and I have also summarized once again, revised once again for your understanding. So please download the NCERT books from NCERT website or ePG Pathshala. These books are also available in the flip flip book form, right? So you just have to Kindle version of the books are also available. So I'll be providing the description links in the description. You can download them directly, right? So GC Leon book and NCERTs will complete your preparation for geography. So, and apart from that, you have to go through the atlas, right? So in atlas there are two types of maps, particularly the related to Indian geography. When we have covered, we have to cover the India's map, and the physical geography, when we have covered, we have to cover the world map. So each and every map, again depending upon its features and its characteristics, we can divide it into two types, right? We can divide it into two types. One is the political map, another one is physical map. So the name itself suggests political means political boundaries. So in the world, all the countries which have political demarcations, the well defined boundaries, so they must be pointed out, and at least the important ones along with their capital cities and some important cities in the world in which different summits, international organizations are there, international summits takes place, conventions takes place, they become important. So have a look in the newspaper, whatever the city or the country which gets highlighted, you locate it in the world map. That's how we can cover the map pointing. And in the physical mapping, whatever the physical landforms that we have studied in the physical geography, like mountain ranges, islands, etc., etc., they have to be pointed on the map, like deserts, right, on the physical map of the world. So questions have been directly coming from both the sections, both India as well as at least one question from the Indian map and one question from the world map. So that's why it is very important to completely thoroughly go through this map pointing. The same is true with the Indian case as well, political map and physical map. In political map, it'll be pointing the states, different states of India and union territories and their capital cities, along with certain important cities, right? So this is the first task, and the same is true with the physical mapping as well. Here the physical features of the India has to be mapped, the mountain ranges, rivers and their tributaries, etc., right? So this is the second task. Here the formation of the questions, if you see the previous year UPSC questions. uh, you can find out the trend, how the questions have been asked, what questions are coming in the UPSC, and how UPSC is setting the question paper. You can find it out, and I'll make a separate video on it. So if time permits, I'll do another video. So here I'll give you an example. Here they'll be giving you certain cities like 1, 2, 3, 4 cities. It may be in the within the country or outside the country, like world cities, and they'll ask you to arrange them. So in the north to south, or east to west, or vice versa. So in this manner the questions can come from this section, right? And the same is true with the physical features as well. So both India and world. So this is how questions are coming from here. So please focus more on the map pointing as well. So three things are absolutely necessary. One is NCERT books, right? So from 6th class to 12th class, and what to cover and how to cover I have already discussed in the second slide. And second thing is GC Leon standard book, right? So I have told you and explained the contents of it, and how to cover it I already discussed here. Then third thing is the atlas, map pointing in atlas. So always buy the school atlas of Oxford, don't go for the student atlas, buy the school atlas, right? So this is the more than sufficient. So with this you can have all the clarity, conceptual clarity related to geography. So apart from that, there is another source which is available in the market, which is suggested by many aspirants and many successful candidates, a Mazid Hussain book for geography. So if you are comfortable, you can go with this book as well, right? So that's it guys, thank you very much. And if you like this session, please comment and like and subscribe to us, and do comment on the coming what sort of videos you are expecting from us. I'm going to continue this series on different subjects, such as now we have discussed the geography. I'll be discussing about history, polity, economy, art and culture, science and tech, and environment, ecology, and biodiversity. So these things I'll be coming with one by one video, and I'll be carefully going through the sources which are available in the market, and as well as the authentic sources. That's it guys, thank you very much.